That's right, folks. Thanks for joining us here today. I didn't take any calls. I will tomorrow. I'll be back 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central. God bless you with another day on Earth. But we've got to a lot today. I haven't gotten to just the total organized crime of sedition to overthrow the election and universities training for fight clubs, physical attacks, how to go out and just storm events. And the answer is not even so much public events. Those are great. But city council meetings, county commissioner meetings, use any platform and citizens communications to talk about real issues and what's happening, to show other people, this is very important, that we're not alone. The social engineer's greatest tool is making us feel like we're alone. And that's why they hate Trump, because they put everything they had, their algorithms, their brainwashing, all of it into play, and Trump still won. Hillary clearly stole 5 states. She tried to steal 6 others. They got caught breaking into the computers. It all came out. That's why Trump says, I want an investigation. They go, it's crazy. There's no fraud. It's like a neighbor you catch in bed with your wife, on top of her. He's like, I'm not in bed with your wife. That's how dumb they think we are. And that's my greatest frustration, is that people that lie to themselves about what's happening, they're conning themselves. Donald Trump is a nationalist. He's represented by patriots in our government and the population that want real prosperity back. And all the media says is KKK. Because that's all they got. It's idiocy. Meanwhile, look at this headline out of French news agency. How algorithms secretly run the world. Well, there's no secret here, but I thought nobody secretly ran it. They want the big algorithms that track everything you do to manipulate your purchases, your data, your behavior, your life, to control you and make you not exist. And in this AFP, that's as big as the Associated Press article, they admit all this. Now, again, I told you this 18 years ago. Not because I wanted to be Mr. Fancy Pants, but because I was told this by top NSA people who were really freaked out about tech heads' belief that they would end free will. And people are like, that's really uncool. I got kids. I got grandkids. What are you talking about? Oh, shut up. You'll never stop it. Someone will use this technology. Our species has fallen, or it wouldn't be able to be manipulated by this. Let's just join with it. And it's like, what are you, the devil? Yes, we are. Now join. And they don't even want the power on this planet. They want you to join them. That's the decision. This planet is a simulation. It's a real third-dimensional simulation. It's real. There's fish in the water and mountains and volcanoes and women and men and babies and life and, you know, supermarkets. But it's just a test. God, it's so fabulous. It's so fabulous. And we just transcend them if we're aware of it. I mean, look at this headline, also out of AFP. Turmoil grows over White House Correspondents' Dinner. Many are saying they shouldn't go and boycott it because Trump's the president. It isn't a White House Correspondents' Dinner if Trump doesn't show up. President Trump, if you do one thing, stop caring about fake press and say, I'm not going, most of that is fake press and fake news who tried to make an issue out of it, and they said they're boycotting it, I'm boycotting it. End it. Take their power away. You're not going to convert them. Don't listen to Spicer and Priebus and all these other Paul Ryan enemy minions. Disempower them. Shut them off. Expel them into the phantom zone. Do not be any part of these people. Notice how Trump's so nice. They're like, oh, we're not going to show up. We're going to boycott him. They don't exist without that. The people's elected representative. They're in open revolt. Say, the country's in too big of a crisis. I'm too busy trying to get the economy going. I'm sorry, I can't come to your press center. I know Trump wants to wade in and dominate them, and that's Trump's worldliness. See, God sends a special kind of person to twist the knife on the enemy's side. Someone enough like them that he can actually get through to them. Trump's a very good man. I'm just saying, the true thing is to say, I'm not going to it. The media will spin it. Oh, you're a coward. You didn't show up. You're afraid. Don't let your advisors manipulate you. That say, no, I've already faced the media and defeated it with the American people. We have the people's work to do. I'm going to hold a correspondence dinner with veterans groups or with minority groups about talking about their companies and getting other companies to come invest in minority areas. Don't like, oh, we're going to give the minorities just some money so we control them. No, we're going to have a big meeting with a bunch of minority groups, and we'll have 30% white or whatever, it doesn't matter, but make it a focal point on, we're going to have a big meeting just about celebrating Americana and new companies and Trump bringing folks up and talking about what they do and would somebody want to invest with them, and just move past a bunch of narcissistic, crazy people. The White House Correspondents' Dinner might have 10 million live viewers, maybe 50, 60 million will end up watching clips of it. I mean, we have that in a week sometimes. Again, why is it the God? Because we're used to it. It's like breaking a habit of smoking cigarettes or drinking a bottle of Jack Daniels every day. Get out of it. Come out of it. Get away from it. Stop giving it power. Announce what it is. Trump's real power is in declaring he will stand up against those assaulting us. You ever seen a president say he's going to investigate vaccines? Trump's doing it. Ever seen a president say he's going to investigate all the rest of it? That's why they're so panicked. Meanwhile, a practical guide to resisting the Trump agenda. This is out of Duke University. Here's the report. A very, very important report. Here it is. Brave New Films.
If you're like me, you've been pretty freaked out about Trump and his agenda. Good news. Smart people with tons of experience in how politics really work have put together a practical guide on how to make Congress listen to us that you can find at indivisibleguide.com.
Yeah, these people are just astroturf to make the general public think it's the people. It's all the big money that's already against Trump, already trying to block him, already the Goldman Sachs money, all of it. So this is just so you think it's about people, so you kind of think you're with the power structure. Okay, that's all, you know, the trendy woman. Keep going.
.com. Members of Congress only care about their constituents, and that means you. You will have 3 simple targets, your 2 U.S. senators and your representative. You will let them know how you feel about every important issue that comes up. But a warning, it's going to require a little more than just calls and petitions.
Let's hit pause. They don't want you involved in TPP that Trump just killed. They don't want you involved in carbon taxes Trump just killed. Or they don't want you involved in letting Christian refugees in that are actually being murdered that Trump expanded for the Middle East. No. See, those are brown people that are compatible with our Christian society, our liberal society, our open society. Say what you want is Christian societies that have been more open than anybody. She wants you to be LGBT as if anybody's persecuting LGBT. As if, again, it's all like football issues that don't matter. We're going to make sure about your LGBT. Okay, just be distracted with that while we screw you over. So let's go back to the lady they focus grouped who came off as the most realistic. So let's go back to Vampire Woman.
This all begins when you join a local group or start your own. Once you're part of a team, there are 4 simple tactics to engage in. Town halls. Members of Congress will hold them. You just have to show up and use the public comment sections to voice your opinion. Public events. Your members of Congress will be out there cutting ribbons and kissing babies. You need to be there asking the smart questions and holding them accountable to issues they are on the wrong side of, or thanking them for being on the right side in hard times. Office visits. Members of Congress take meetings, schedule one, or just show up and bring some friends. Let them know you care, you vote, and you are watching them. Call them. Work with local groups to participate in mass call days so your members of Congress can't ignore their constant ringing phones and full voice.
Yeah. It's not going to be cancer, viruses, and the vaccines or jihadis being brought in. That's enough of her. The show's over. I'll be back tomorrow. I love you all. Thanks to the crew, the great job they're doing. I didn't get to a lot of it, but I'll cover more tomorrow. It's just so sad. These big foundations, all the big money, all the big power against Trump, against America, against nationalism from Brazil to Nigeria. They're trying to block nationalism. Not that countries are perfect, but they were set up by us and cultures that had some type of connection. Globalism is completely anti-human. And, again, the answer is obviously everything she said, but us doing it. It's time to unsheath the sword of truth. There's never been a time when the sword is cut stronger. Believe me, you get involved in the path of liberty, the heavens open up, the discernment, and the true message and journey and destiny of humanity is clear. I'm Alex Jones. This is the Infowar. Infowars.com is our website. God bless you all.
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing.
People have asked me for 20 years, Alex, why don't you have firearms and firearms accessory sponsors? And the answer is, it's a minefield. Well, in 2016, things changed. And Tennessee Arms, that is the founders, the inventors, the leaders, they defended it in court of the resin lowers with the brass inserts that in many cases go further than even aluminum or steel manufacturing. 30 to 60,000 rounds by third-party reviewers. This is the best system out there, and we're talking a third the price of leading competitors. This is how it works. You order customized or straight from the factory, however you want it. It is shipped on the next business day to you and your family, and a percentage of the profit goes to fund the defense of this republic. You cannot lose. You're funding the InfoWar. You're getting the highest quality product, the most tested, the most durable, the most certified, the most believed in. You need to have this true piece of America ready in minutes.